Why more savings is not going to be of any use, right? So hearing this, you would have thought that I am against the saving. I'm going to say something against savings. So please watch the video till the end so you to know the complete picture. Hi, hello, this is Ganesan, your millionaire coach and author of the book Money Leaks. And today's video, I'm just going to share why more savings is not going to be of any help. I've seen my friends and many people say that I save a lot of money, but I hate investing. I like savings alone, putting it in a fixed deposit, putting it in savings account, putting it in PPF, post office. These are safe. I know my amount will not grow, but I'm happy with it. And let me share you some interesting stuff. And savings account. This is a savings account. What you put it in savings account, literally it's 3.5% flat, or some may vary between 3 to 6%. Kotak is offering 6%. Generally, if you put it in savings account itself, this will come to your account, right? So this 3.5 is not bigger deal, and you may not have bigger amount in the savings account itself, but this is what the banks are giving. Okay, let's look at fixed deposits. Fixed deposits are accounts where you will get between 5 to 7.5% in corporates. If you're relying on SB or anything, it don't go beyond 7.2, even for senior citizens. So if this is the case, in case of corporates, corporate fixed deposits like Bajaj Finance or whatever, they are going to get at least another 0.3 0.4%, so 7.9%. If that is the case, fixed deposits are somewhat okay, it looks okay, right? Because the savings account offer 3.5, this is offering double the rate. So that too, corporates are offering above 7.2. Okay, this is what, and people say that if my account, even this includes even the post office and recurring deposit, all the rates. If this is the case, do you think this is more than enough? Say you are earning a lakhs and lakhs of amount, you are in the top percentile, top 1% of the earnings group in India, and you feel that I'm earning more, I can save more, I don't mind, I live a contented life, I don't need money for my future because I'm saving a lot of money. I don't need to invest in mutual fund, stock market, or whatever, because I don't need any kind of investments in that, because I don't know anything. I don't want to go there. That is a simple idea they will say, right? So if this is the case, let's look at that inflation, the most important point. Inflation, what is that? Inflation is between 7 to 10% in India. Inflation alone, average inflation is 7.7% for the last 30 plus years. And if you look at the last 2 3 years inflation rates in India, it's around 4 to 5%, if that is the case. And sometimes it came below 4% as expected by RBI, and they are the one who was controlling monetary policies being controlled by RBI. So the rates were between 3 to 4% and 5%. That's how it went. And majorly due to the oil, the crude oil price, the barrel of oil was below $50 or $30 and $60 in that range. And in India, because of which the inflation has got controlled, because forex was controlled and all these are other things. Let's leave all those stuff. Okay, the inflation was around 4 5%, but the average inflation in the last 30 years is around 7.7, because in 2090s and till 2010, our inflation rates were double digit, more than 10%. And in the last 3 4 years, it was came down to single digit, and because of which the average inflation also came below 7.8%, around 7.7. And this inflation includes price of product which is developed in India, produced in India, and also produced by countries which has manufacturing facilities in India. But it doesn't include the inflation rates of the hotel. Suppose if you're going to a hotel and having a meal, the price of the price of the food, and for a normal vegetarian meal in Chennai, the price of the food, if you're ordering online, it's around 200 rupees. It used to be less than 100. Because of COVID and other stuff, they had increased the price. If this is a price rise, just think of a normal labor worker. If they are buying things for 200 rupees on a daily basis, just think of what he will do. He will not be able to afford it. And either you should stop eating meals over online, or you should look at small shops outside. So that is how the things are going up. Okay, let's forget about that inflation and food related stuff. Why I'm saying is that because of the food inflation is not put in this normal inflation calculation. And if you're buying a mobile, if you're paying a mobile broadband bill, and the tax rates, all these are not included in this single inflation factor, which is around 7 or 6 or whatever. So generally, let's consider inflation between 7 to 10%. Whatever you feel, a minimum of 7% and maximum of 10%, I will go with 10%, because the mobiles, whatever we change on a yearly basis in India, generally people are changing mobiles once in a year, once in 6 to 12 months. Because if you drop it, it goes off. Instead of changing the parts, it's wise to buy a new mobile. That's how they are pricing it. If that is the case, people are going for new mobiles, and people are keep on investing, spending. I won't call it as investing, spending on unwanted stuff called mobile and broadband related to it. And if you buy a car, the price is going to increase. And if you go for a, instead of 10,000 rupees mobile, if you go to premium OnePlus or Apple or whatever, the price of replacement is also going to increase. I bought a laptop which was around 70,000 6 years back, and all of a sudden the cost of the changing my screen itself was around 19,000, which I didn't expect. I didn't had money at this time, and changing 19,000, but I need to do because I know Apple laptop is worth it, and it worked seamlessly for the last 5.5 years. So what this signifies is that if you're going for a premium product or in your lifetime, automatically the cost of replacement, the cost of service, and everything is also going to increase. If you're buying a new bike, and if you're, instead of buying a Hero Honda, if you're buying a Royal Enfield, the cost of Royal Enfield is going to be huge, the cost of maintenance is going to be huge, the petrol cost is also going to be huge. You are not factoring all those stuff. Ultimately, after 6 months, if you turn back and see your account, you'll see that the expense what you made on your bike itself has become huge. From Royal Enfield, if you're going to buy a car, the cost is almost going to increase like anything. So you're not going to factor in that. You're going to factor in after 6 months or a year. So out of want, you want to go for new bike, new car, and all these stuff. The inflation will keep on adding here and there, from bike, from petrol, from hotel expenses, and whatever. So did you understand the correlation, how the expenses are increasing? You can't reduce all these stuff, right? And if you're reducing all these stuff, and if you're living within means, like this, like very within means, uh, if you're earning a lot, and if you're like living like this, you don't need to live your life like this. And you can proudly say that I'm living within my means, I'm really happy. But the point is, just think about the people around you. They know that you're earning a lot. I'm not saying outside people, your family, are they happy with whatever you're doing in life, all these stuff? What you can simply do is that, and even if you're happy with within means, and you are saying contented, I buy things for my family, and whatever they ask I provide to them and everything, you are so fearful inside that what will happen if all my money goes off, what will happen if all these things happens in my life, what will happen if something goes wrong. All these are running in your mind, and you keep on thinking a lot of stuff. Right, so instead, how about investing a small amount in a equity, or small amount in a proper asset class at a particular time, so that your asset is going to grow, your wealth is going to grow, you are able to maintain a double digit returns. Because the savings account is the fixed deposit, and all these safer debt funds, or debt category, something like safer funds, is going to offer only single digit, and that too less than the inflation. You need to get real returns of more than 4-5% on an annual basis, meaning your investment product should earn more than 10%, which can only be given by equity mutual fund, or equities directly investing in stock market. Take a risk. Please watch the video on risk in the earlier video about risk and COVID, so you will get a bigger picture of what is actually risk in stock market, what this COVID signifies about risk and all. Right. So if you want to invest in equity, and if you want to increase your returns, please watch my previous videos on stock market, so that you get a bigger picture. Hope this video would have given a clear picture of why savings is not going to be of any important. You need to allocate an amount in investment, and savings and investment are totally different concept. Don't get confused between these, and believe that I am saying a lot of amount in insurance, and say that I'm investing, I'm saving a lot in insurance, and why my money is not going to be useful, because that is another topic which I will cover. But the point is, savings is different, which you can do with so many products, and investment is different. That should earn more than your inflation. That is the real inflation product. Are you investing in that kind of product in your life? At least a portion, at least 20-30% in that kind of product, whatever the age group you fall into, right? If that is the case, you can be happy about it, or else please start changing your investment products. Do your investment analysis. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Please share it with subscribe to my video. I'll be keep sharing lots of interesting stuff on these kind of things. Thank you so much.